In today's video, I'm going to talk about variables and expressions. We'll start with a numerical expression. A numerical expression is a mathematical phrase with only numbers and operation symbols. So, for instance, 2 plus 3 is a numerical expression, or 10 divided by 2 is a numerical expression, or 2 times 3 minus 5 divided by 1. That is a numerical expression. A variable is a letter that takes the place of a number that we're going to put in later. Okay, so it's just a letter X or N or Y or any letter. An algebraic expression is similar to a numerical expression, except it can also contain a variable. So let's see. So numerical expression can be x plus 2 or y divided by 7 or x, y, z. Whenever you put variables next to each other, it means they're being multiplied. Now, algebraic expressions are used a lot, and we're going to use them to solve real-world problems like word problems and things like that. In computer programming, variables are used all of the time, probably in every computer program. What they do is they hold a place for a value that you're going to put in later. So, for instance, let's say you have a computer program that people can go online and buy tickets to a concert. Okay, so let's say you want to go to the One Direction concert, and tickets cost I don't know, $60 for One Direction concert tickets. And so you go online, and the program wants to know, well, how many tickets are you going to buy? Because then I'm going to multiply that times 60 to tell you what your total is. Well, when you write the program, you can't write the number of tickets because that changes. So the programmer would write, something like x equals the number of tickets being bought. And so if each ticket costs 60, they would say 60x is going to equal the price. That's a simplified version because there's taxes and things like that. But the basic understanding is that you're going to multiply the number of tickets times the price. And so in the program, it's going to say 60 times x. Now when the user comes in and types in how many tickets he wants or she wants, so 4 tickets, then the computer says, 60 times 4 equals $240, and then you have to pay that with a credit card. Okay, so a variable expression or an algebraic expression is going to hold the place, or the variable in it is going to hold the place for a number that we're going to add in later, or we're going to put in there later. So we can use algebra tiles to represent a model of what a mathematical expression might look like, or an algebraic expression might look like. So let's say we wanted to show something like x plus 2. And let's say this, a green thing equals x here, this green rectangle, and this yellow square equals 1. So what we can do to show x plus 2 as a model, we can say, well, we have an x, and we have 2 1s. So this would be x plus 2. We can show multiplication as well. So if I write 3x plus 4, well, when I write 3x, that's like saying 3 of these, 3 x's. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 3x plus 4. And we'll talk later about how we can show subtraction with this. It's slightly more complicated. but we use 2 levels, but I'll show you that in class. Evaluation, or to evaluate a problem, is to replace instances of a variable with a number, like that computer program is going to do when you're buying tickets, and then solve or give an answer to it. So for instance, if our algebraic expression was 2x plus 3, and we want to evaluate that, when x equals 10, we would write 2 times 10, remember, because when a number is next to a letter, that means multiplication. So we would do 2 times 10 plus 3. So that would be 20 plus 3, or 23. So that's how you evaluate an algebraic expression. Let's do one more of those. So if I had x minus 5 when x equals 7. It's a pretty easy one. So x is going to equal 7, so we just replace that x with 7, and then we take away 5, and we get 2. So evaluate means plug in a value for the variable that's given, okay, and then solve or simplify. Now we're going to apply this to a problem here. Let's say you are mowing lawns around the neighborhood to earn money for a new iPhone. You earn $25 for each lawn you mow. Use a table to show how much money you earn for mowing 1, 2, 3, or 10 lawns. So in this chart, I've labeled it here. This is going to be the number of lawns we're going to mow. The process is what we're going to do with that variable. You can see here that for each lawn we mow, we're going to get $25. That's why this 25 is here. We're going to multiply that times the number of lawns we're going to mow. And then this is going to be the amount earned. 25 times n can also be written as 25n. Alright, so if we mow just one lawn, we're going to get $25 because we get $25 per lawn we mow. And 25 times 1 is 25. And these are all going to be in dollars. So one lawn isn't going to quite get us to our new iPhone here. So if we mow 2 lawns, we're going to make $25 each. So multiplied by 2 lawns, we're going to end up with $50. Still not to our iPhone yet. If we mowed 3 lawns, we would get $25 times 3 lawns, and so we get $75. So clearly we're not going to get an iPhone by mowing 1, 2, or 3 lawns. Let's skip up ahead to about 10 lawns. I forgot to make an extra row here. So if we have 25 per lawn times 10 lawns, we're going to end up with $250. Now we're talking. Now if you get a contract, 2 years, that might be enough to get you the phone. I'm not sure how much it costs. So you can see how the variable there holds a place for numbers that we're going to put in later, like 1, 2, 3, or 10, to give us an idea of how much money we would make by mowing certain amounts of lawns. That should do it for tonight's video. Don't forget to fill out the form.